My guest now in the Kiwi studio, with this little bit of music in the background, is Timothy Blackman. He's just put out a brand new CD called I've Never Lived, and he's in the Kiwi studio this morning. Good morning to you, Timothy.
Hey, how's it going, Wammo?
Very well, thank you. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on by. Would you consider yourself a bit of a troubadour, a bit of a traveller?
Is that what the press release?
That's what the press release says. Well, it says, let me tell you what it actually says. It says an outsider artist who operates wherever he decides to drop his bag, which I guess which describes a troubadour, I suppose.
Well, little bits and pieces, definitely over the last couple of years, but and maybe a little bit before that as well. But yeah, that was really just something my friend threw together. You know.
Well, where do you call home now?
Well, I kind of say I'm staying in Wellington.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't feel like I'm fixed there.
You're not
too
putting
strongly
down,
at the moment.
Not putting down roots.
No, there's not too many roots being put down. So
yeah. You haven't bought too much furniture or anything like that.
No, there isn't that. So yeah. So I am living in Wellington at the moment.
Yeah, but originally from Dunedin, yeah.
No, actually just spent about 5 years studying down there between 2002 and 2006.
What were you studying?
I did geography and sort of environmental planning.
Oh, interesting. I thought you were going to say music.
No.
Geography.
I did lots of music down there, but
geography and environmental planning. So is that something that an area you've worked in, having studied it?
I did do that for a couple of years, yeah. But for now, that's on the back burner.
Yeah.
I still think about environmental issues quite a lot, and
it's hard not to these days, eh?
Yeah. Quite enjoy that kind of thinking.
Yeah, and obviously enjoying the travelling as well. Recently, you've been spending time in New South Wales and also Berlin.
Yeah, well,
and a bit of a tour in Europe.
Yeah, I did like a number of shows in Europe, and that was really nice. That was where the album was recorded too, and yeah, all the basically every song on that album, like apart from one, was really written.
And how did you go about recording? Was that because you had friends over there that had a space or a studio, or?
Well, I've never worked in a studio, but my friend, we were at a wedding in Poland, and a mutual friend, and we were like, he was just like, have you been doing any recording recently? And he was, I'm not really very good with that kind of thing, so he was living up in Sweden at that time, so he came down a couple of months later and did the engineering or he recorded it for me.
Yeah. And when you're going into new places like that, I mean, how do you go about getting a gig or playing anywhere? Because if you're not known, how does that happen?
Well, you contact people, and often when you're in a different place, the people respond to you. I found it a lot easier to book shows in Europe than I did, say, even in New Zealand, because I guess maybe you're something a little bit different, or there's also a lot more kind of venues and a lot more opportunities. You know, it's not like a fishing village. It's not like. For example, Berlin, where I was living, is the size of New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. And that means there's more people to even go to.
Yeah.
Random gigs, I suppose.
It's really nice. You play in front of crowds where you don't know the people, and often more people as well.
Yeah. You've also played with the Mountain Goats, Scout Niblet, and also Alexander Tucker as well. How did the Mountain Goats come about?
Actually, a couple of contacts in New Zealand helped out with that one, coupled with the fact that I did a show with this girl Sophia Knapp, who was she's a New York girl, but I think, and she was doing a tour through Europe with Bill Callahan. They had the same booking agent as this person, so maybe someone had. I don't know why why. I don't know how it really came about, to be honest.
The good thing that it did. Were they good gigs?
Oh, they were really good gigs, actually. It was, I've never played in front of so many people, so it was quite enjoyable, really. Yeah.
And what do you like to sing about? I mean, with that geography sort of environmental background, are there any of those kind of themes coming through?
Definitely on my 2 EPs, yeah, there was definitely
there was your 2006 debut EP, Giraffes, Wharves, and Sinking Sand.
There was definitely a lot of like an environmental sort of chit chat and discussion on that one, and on the Modern Sprawl, there was a lot. There was a lot of sort of environmental points, I feel, and on this one, not so much, really.
Not so much?
Not so much.
Yeah. There's a lion on the front.
Yeah, there is a lion on the front.
Who drew the lion?
That was my friend Shayna Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty cool designer from Wellington via the Wanganui kind of design school, and she lives in Melbourne now, and she's done lots of album covers. I think she's done The Family Cactus was something she did.
Oh yeah.
Not too long ago.
Cool. Well, it's a lovely, beautiful album. I'd love to hear a live track from it. Seeing you brought in the guitar, it'd be rude not to, I suppose.
Yeah, that sounds really good, actually.
Yeah. Timothy Blackman in the Kiwi studio. His CD is called I've Never Lived, and he's going to perform a live track for us right now. Take it away, Timothy.
Yeah, this track's actually kind of the title. Well, it's called Where the Caterpillars Live, but it's
Water into wine, plans for myself. I came home from cleaning. I knew that I was dreaming. Can you pass the plate? I could deflate. Berlin has the blues. There's nothing I can do. I've never lived at all. I've never lived at all. I woke up in a sweat, wanted an event where caterpillars live, where birds they fly for free. I've never lived at all. I've never lived at all.
Timothy Blackman playing live in the Kiwi studio. The track called Where the Caterpillars Live, taken from the CD called I've Never Lived. Great track, Timothy. Love that one. And
cool.
People can see you performing live tonight in Auckland City at the Wine Cellar, along with Dear Times Waste, and in Wellington at Happy on September the 16th as well. Yeah. Nice one. Thanks for coming on by, Timothy.
Cool.
And sharing your music with us. Do drop by again.
Cool. Thank you very much.